Hi, this video we are going to look at some advanced functionalities on Paragon. Let's take a look at under search. You will see search by class, and all these are property classes on Paragon. If you click on search and then choose residential, you are restricted to see listings that are within the residential type. You will not be able to see lease rental or mobile home. If your client is looking into buying a mobile home or listing a mobile home, you will have to go to the mobile home property class. Same thing about lease rental, same thing about residential lots and land. So for example, you have an address that your potential client asks you to send her some information, and without knowing what property class that address belongs to, you went into search and you choose residential. You put the information on this screen and you found nothing. But if you do a quick search, you type in the address, and there's one on the search. How come? Well, let's take a look at the result. The reason why you found this address on the quick search is because the quick search is a multi-class search area, and this property is a lease rental. That's why if you run the search within the residential property class, you do not see it. If you do a quick search, which is a multi-class search functionality, you find it and it'll show you that this is a lease rental property. Also, on the quick search, let's clear the last search that we did, and you want to go back to the last search that you did on quick search, but you didn't save it. Right here, the last quick search is a Rolodex kind of functionality. It keeps track of the last several searches that you did on the quick search. So if I want to bring that listing up again, I'll just click on the last search that I did, and it show me the result. So load last search gives you the last several quick searches that you did on the system without saving it. You can also save your quick search. So let me bring that listing up again. Let's say I want to save this quick search. Okay, so what you can do is you click on save search as. I'm going to give it a name because I'm keeping an eye on that particular property. I can name the search with that property name. Click save. Now next time when I log on to Paragon, pretending that I just log in so it's clear, I can click on load save quick search, and that search that I save is there. I click on it. Now I will see that listing again. As you can see, I have another quick search for active in Dublin, meaning this is a multi-class search. When I click on it, anything active in Dublin will give me the result that have different property classes in there. Okay, so that's the quick search area. Another thing that we're gonna take a look at is, let me do a search. So active in Brentwood, and there's 12 listings. Take a look at. Now this is the one-line spreadsheet that you can customize to show what columns that you want to show on your one line. So when I'm teaching, lots of members ask me, how come my spreadsheets show photos and their spreadsheet doesn't show photo? What you can do is you go to customize, field. The column to show the primary photo is photo. So if you don't have photo showing up on your one-line spreadsheet, look for it on the left-hand side, click the add button and add it to the right. This action icon toolbar that I added to the spreadsheet, this is called action icon. So let me show you what is so good about this action icons on your spreadsheet. Now, if you need to look at the agent report of any particular listing, you click on the MLS number, right? And you go through to look at the properties. But what if you want to stay on the spreadsheet and you pick, let's say, this one? You want to take a quick look of the agent report of this property. What you can do is you click on this little skittle. This is actually called skittle. The quick view will give you the agent report of this particular property. You can click on this print/email button if you want to email or print this listing later on. Click close. Go to another listing. For example, and say, oh, I want to take a quick look on this one. Click on the quick view. It gives you the agent report. Also, other skittles on the action icon is this RPR skittle. You click on this RPR skittle, it will take you to the RPR of this particular listings. So it's a shortcut to go to RPR using the action icon skittle. So it is useful to add the action icons column onto your spreadsheet. Same thing if you want to create a flyer on any particular listings using Cloud CMA, you can use either this one or this one, Cloud CMA skittle, to go to Cloud CMA. If you want to quickly look at the map, the location of any particular listing, you click on the map skittle. You can zoom in and zoom out. Action icons are useful to jump into any particular listing directly. Let's take a look at searching using the map. Another little advanced feature is the map search. So let me get rid of some of the criteria, and I'm just looking at active in Brentwood single family home. I'll click on map search. Of course, I can type a street here to go directly to that street within Brentwood, or I can just zoom in and now I can see most of city of Brentwood. Then I can do a shape on the map. Let's try a rubber band shape. Let's say I want to search within this area. Okay, there are 17 listings within this area. Let me zoom in a little bit. Now, what about within this shape? There is this neighborhood that my clients do not want to look into. What I could do is I can draw another rectangle shape, rubber band rectangle shape here, or I can do a polygon if I want to. So I click on polygon, draw an irregular shape in here. Okay, now I have a shape within a shape. Then I'm going to click on edit, and I want to exclude the polygon shape. So this checked is a toggle. Right now is include. When I click on it, it will exclude this polygon shape. So now when I run the search, the system will only give me listings within this rectangle, but excluded anything within this polygon shape. So this is include and exclude functionality on the map search. And other things that I would like to show you guys is disclosure. Some listing has more than one disclosure, and some listing agent will select no under the emailable column. That means the listing agent does not want other agents to email those disclosure directly within the Paragon system. This one is different. This one is say yes, emailable, so I can check yes and then email. Or you can download the disclosure or associated document directly onto your computer. Now this listing only have one associated document. Let me show you listing that has more than one disclosure document. So let me go to a listing that I know that has many disclosure document. So I click on this D or this number 6 next to associated doc. A while back, you have to click on each associated document to download one at a time. Now you can actually select them all, go to export, and choose download. Once you click on download, it will download all these associated documents in a zip file, and you just need to unzip it. Then all 6 associated documents can be downloaded onto your local drive. So this is called batch download. The last things that I want to show you guys is about listing card. Under search, on the right hand side, the saved property searches area, keep track of all the searches that you have saved within your Paragon login. And what is listing cards? What is the difference between saved property searches and listing card? Save property searches is you save the search with that criteria. Then each time you run the search, you will have different number of result fits the criteria, right? So for example, I'm going to choose this save property search Discovery Bay under 600,000, actually between 650 to 800,000. So if I run, so right now there are 8 properties fits this search. Next week or next month when I run this search again, I will see a different numbers, right? Because the market is changing. There will be different numbers of active listings in Discovery Bay, single family home, at least 4 bedroom, and between this price range. So when you save a search, you save the criteria of the search. But what if you want to save the result of this search, like these 8 listings, right? Let's take a look at, let's run this search first. What if you want to keep an eye on, let's pick some. You can select them all, or you can pick however many you want to keep an eye on. So let's say I want to keep an eye on these 5 listings to see if there is any price change or status change in a month or so. I don't want to type all these 5 MLS numbers, and I definitely do not want to type 5 different addresses, right? So what I could do is go to save to listing card. I have selected 5 listings. I want to keep an eye on these listings, so I'm going to save it under myself. Then I'm going to create a new listing card, and I'm going to name the 5 in Discovery. Okay, so I click save. Successfully added to the listing card. Click save. Let's pretend that I log out of Paragon. Couple weeks later, I wonder, is there anything change on any of those 5 listings? What I could do is I log on to Paragon, go to search, click on listing cards. See this listing card that I created? There are 5 listings in there. If there's any price change or status change on any of these 5 listings, there will be a number here. There might be 1 listing has a price change or status change. There might be 2, 3, so on and so forth. The bottom line is, if I have any number of change here, that means there are some listings within these 5 has a status or price change. Then all I have to do is just click on that number and see which listing or listings have any changes. If I just want to look at them again, I'll just click on 5. Now I'm looking at these 5 listings in Discovery Bay that I wanted to keep an eye on. So listing cart is to save listings into a cart so that you can go back and look at them again. Save searches is to save search criteria so you don't have to type all the criteria every single time. But the result for each saved search could be different because the market is changing. But if you save listings, properties into a cart, you can always go back to those particular listings. I hope this makes sense. Now, to take this one step further, if you have a client looking into buying in a particular city, well, let's just take a look at one of my clients. So under contact, go to view manage contacts, and I have a client named Cookie Monster, and Cookie Monster was looking into buying in Discovery Bay under 800,000. Now, for example, there is a house in Brentwood, right? A city next to Discovery Bay that I think that Cookie Monster should really consider moving to Brentwood, because we've been looking into Discovery Bay and he's being picky, cannot find anything yet. So what I could do is go to that particular property in Brentwood. So this house in Brentwood, I really want Cookie Monster to consider this house. So I will check this listing, meaning select this one. Go to save to listing cart, because I'm saving a listing now. I'm not saving a search. I'm saving a listing. So I'm going to save it to listing cart. So I'm saving one listing. I'm not going to save it under myself because Cookie Monster is my client, is on my contact list. So I'm going to choose contact under step 2. Then I'm going to choose a contact, right? Because he's already on my contact list. Check Cookie Monster. Click save. Click save. Okay, successfully added listing to the contact. I'm going to go to my contact list, click on Cookie Monster, and underneath the search, now I have one listing that I save for Cookie Monster and it become agent recommended. So what I can do right now is open the buyer activity folder. That's the search that I save. But also inside agent recommended, I recommended a listing that is outside of Cookie Monster's search criteria. So I click on agent recommended. For this listing that is outside of Cookie Monster's search criteria, I want to click on email notification. The subject line, I probably will just say Brentwood. And I want to choose what type of changes to send to Cookie Monster. Price change. So if there's a price change of this listing, and Cookie will get a notification. So I'll say, Cookie, I know this house is not in Discovery Bay, but I would. And if there is any price change on this particular listing, I would like Cookie Monster to get notified immediately. And I would like to get the carbon copy as well. So I check BCC me. So when Cookie Monster get the notify on this Brentwood listing, I get a copy as well. Then I click OK. So now Cookie Monster not only have a search that on auto email alert, it also has a listing that is outside of his search criteria, but I highly recommend him to consider. So this is advanced Paragon functionalities. Some of you do not have the time to come for a hands-on class and you ask for a video, and this is it. Thank you for watching.